Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome back to another episode of rbPlays All a Fabric 3. That's right, folks, we're back in our modded world doing all the cool modded things. My name is rbPlays. I am your humble host on this side of the screen. Thanks so much for stopping by. If this is your first time here, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, get notified every time I put new content up on the channel. So last episode, which just came out here very recently, last episode we were working on getting oxygen into our spacesuit, right? And we made this stuff right back over here, and we're making plenty of hydrogen and fairly enough oxygen. I did notice that. Oh, can I do that? Apparently not. So I know that in like mechanism, you can set the tank to like exhaust excess or whatever. Apparently that's not the case with this Astromine stuff, unless that's in an update that I don't have yet, which is always a possibility. But excuse me. But we were working on how to get oxygen, and we put our chest plate from our spacesuit over here, and it didn't do anything. That's because you don't put it over here. Zendian, thank you so much for your pointer in the comments of the last video. You put it over here, and it fills up nicely. So we have 64 to 1, I don't know, 64 to 1 ratio of stuff in of oxygen in our suit. So if we just put this on, if we put this on, we don't suffocate anymore. Check this out. We don't suffocate anymore. We now have some cool stuff going on. What I don't know, and perhaps y'all can help me in the comments, is does this empty? Like, do I have to be able to refill the oxygen, or does it just stay, right? Does it just stay? I don't really know. There are a couple of things around our world that I do want to fix. You guys can tell me whether or not this works or not. Like I said, I don't really know how that works. Also, don't shift click this, and also don't put it in your applied energetic system. It's not. I don't know if it's gonna break anything. But anyway, so we got cool stuff happening. Our jetpack is all powered up and all that. And the next thing that we're gonna have to do is we are gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go to space, right? We're gonna have to go to space, and we're gonna have to do all of the space things because, again, we're trying to get to this quantum suit, right? And the quantum suit requires this angel ring, and the angel ring requires a block of univite. And the block of univite comes from these univite ingots, which comes from this process right here. We need to get some stellum, which is an ore that you only find in space. We also need to get galaxium, which again is only an ore that you find in space. We need to get essentially 18 of these galaxium crystals or nuggets or whatever you want to call them, and then we also need to get. Oops, I got out of the wrong place here. We also need to get we need to get stellum. And stellum is another one of those ores that only comes from outer space. So we got to get this asteroid stellum cluster or asteroid stellum ore. We'll probably get the ore since we have a silk touch pick. But again, got to find that on asteroids out in space. So in order to do that, though, we have to go back to space. And there's a couple of things that we need to have in order to go to space. One of those things that we need is a fire extinguisher. We also need a bunch of rockets. So I'm going to tell this to go ahead and craft us up 256 rockets. Oh, can't because it doesn't have paper. Wait a minute. We should be able to do paper because we have sugarcane. You don't know how to make paper. Is that the thing? Is that what the problem is here? So paper? No, you don't know how to make paper. Oh, we can fix that. So paper. Hello, paper. So paper comes from the sugarcane. Yeah. Paper. Cool. Now you know how to make paper. That's cool. That's very cool. I don't know how I didn't manage that one, but that's fine. So now you know how to make paper. Check. Now we should be able to tell it to make 256 of the rockets. Yes, rocket. Not the rockets, but rockets. 256 of those. Go. Yes, please. And that should start harvesting sugarcane again, which I think it will. Like, I don't think the sugarcane has grown though. I don't know about that. Anyway, so we'll get rockets, and then we also need a fire extinguisher. So a fire extinguisher, we need that because that will help us to maneuver around in space. Like I don't know that I want to use a lot of rockets while I'm in space. I think I'd rather use the fire extinguisher because you get these little bursts of air and they push you in the direction that you want to go. So if we check this out, we just need some red dye and we need some iron plates. I think I can do both of those. Red dye. I have red dye and then iron plates. So we just need 4 of those. Yes, please, and thank you. So cool. And then again, a fire extinguisher right here is just that, right? Cool. So now we have a fire extinguisher. We also have 258 firework rockets that we can take with us because we're going to use firework rockets and our elytra to get to space. And basically what we have to do is we have to fly up to Y1000. And once we're up at Y1000, we are technically, quote unquote, in space. And from there, we should be able to do some things. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to fly over to my old base. I'd like to fly over to my old base and launch from there because somewhere up above that old base should be a death chest from the last time that good old RB went to space before. And as you may recall, we died and we lost a bunch of stuff, and I'd like to get that stuff back. So anyway, I'm going to finish getting some stuff around. We're going to do all of this in a live stream. So as I said in previous episodes, if you are not following me on Twitch, you need to head over there and you need to subscribe, or not subscribe, at least follow over at twitch.tv/rb_plays so that you can see all of this grindy action stuff. Now, there will be clips that I'm going to record from that live stream that'll go in this episode, but folks, we're getting close. Like, we might be able to wrap up this whole thing with this last trip to space. So we'll see where we get to tonight, and hopefully we can make some good progress. But I'm going to finish getting things ready, and I will see you all in space. Oh, that works. We've made it to space, and the next thing that we've got to do is we've got to find these ores. We've got to find stellum, and we've got to find galaxium. And I've been doing a little bit of mining on this channel, on this asteroid right here, as well as that one right over there, and that one. I think it was that one there. I think it might have been that one there. So we're looking for very specific ores, and I can't. I haven't been able to find them yet, but that doesn't mean that we're gonna quit looking, right? We're gonna be doing some mining over here, and I'll tell you what, moving around in space is kind of funky, like super funky. How are we doing on space? Ooh, we're getting stuff. We got lots of redstone ore. We got some space slime balls. It's fun times, right? It's fun times had by all. But the most important thing is we don't seem to be losing any. We don't seem to be losing any air, right? We're right where we were when we left, so neat, right? All right, anyway, I'm going to keep doing some mining up here, and hopefully we can find something. And when I find something, I'll come back to you guys and show you what we've got. Been flying around in space for an hour, or at least 40 minutes, right? We've been flying around in space for quite a while now, and we have not found any of the stellum. We have also not found any of the galaxium. Now, I am understanding that this is a very rare. This is a very rare thing that we're trying to find up here in space, right? Like a very, very, very rare thing. And I'm sure that at some point we're going to have to dig into some of these asteroids, which we have done. But we're not finding any. We're not finding any underneath. We're not finding any that. One could constitute as, like surface ore or anything like that. We're finding a lot of gold. We're finding a lot of this red stuff here, which is what was that stuff called again? It was called land in here real quick. Oh, that's redstone. But there's another one in here. That's redstone asterite. We're finding a lot of asterite. We found diamonds, we found emeralds, we got gold, we got iron, we got copper, we got silver. We got all of it, but we don't have any galaxium, and we don't have any stellum. Either one of those. We're going to fly around here a little bit longer and see what else we can see. Lots of metite. See what else we can see. But eventually our elytra is gonna give out on us, and we're gonna have to go back to the planet. So, or back down to the overworld. So I'm gonna fly around here a little bit longer, and if we find something, I'll definitely bring you guys back in. See you soon. So, here's the scoop, y'all. Here is the scoop from good old rbPlays. I have been everywhere. I've been everywhere in the in space, and I have been to numerous asteroids. Now, as I mentioned in the last clip, the stellum and the galaxium, those are super rare. Can I get an idea of how super rare they are for you? Stellum, stellum. So that. Can I get an idea? So it says in Space Generation that you can find it at its best at Y level 80, which I don't necessarily understand that, but it is what it is. But it's still a 0.0005% chance. That's super rare. That is like super duper. On an infinitesimal scale, rare. The other thing is galaxium. Like if we look at galaxium here, that's not galaxium. So galaxium. Here we go. Same thing. Y level 81, 0.0001% chance. Like again, super rare. Like super duper rare, and just to build the things that we're trying to build, we're trying to get this quantum suit, right? So the quantum suit requires this in the angel ring. It requires this block of univite, right? And the block of univite comes from univite ingots, and univite ingots come from an infusing platform made up of the Astromine mod, right? We need 2 of these stellum plates. We need 2 of these galaxium blocks, right? So in order to get this, that takes 2 stellum. Each one of these takes a stellum ingot, and we need 9 of those, right? So that's 18. That's 18. I think I've mentioned this once before. And then here, for these galaxium ones, those require 9, which, unless you're using some type of fortune or whatever, you're probably only going to get 1 or maybe 2 of these from each piece of galaxium ore that you find. And so, you're looking at 9, 18. 18 times 9 is a lot. And so that's a lot of this stuff that we don't have. The gas spheres are easy. The blocks of diamonds are easy. The nether stars, easy enough, right? But then there's this. I need 2 more of those, 2 more blocks of galaxium just to make the altar, right? Then I also need to have tungsten steel and all that. So that's another 2 blocks. And then we've got these pedestals. It looks like there's pedestals. So if we go into @Astromine, if I'm not mistaken, those require galaxium as well. I might be mistaken on that, but we're going to make sure here real quick. There they are. So the altar pedestals, yeah, it takes 2 pieces of galaxium per. And based on what I'm seeing here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those. So that's 16 more pieces of galaxium, plus 2 galaxium blocks for that, plus 2 galaxium blocks for that. And we have found precisely 0 galaxium and 0 stellum. And we have mined, I don't know, a dozen asteroids already. I've been back to space a couple of times. This is actually several days later from the last clip. I've been to several different asteroids, and I can't find this stuff anywhere. So what that means is, sadly, I don't think we're going to be able to get to this quantum suit because we just can't find the pieces that we need. I'm super excited about the fact that we got the quantum helmet, about the quantum leggings, and about the quantum boots. That makes me feel like absolutely accomplished, right? Because I've never done anything with the Tech Reborn quantum suit, and I think it's amazing. Like, just the speed alone of this thing, this is awesome, right? It's like super cool. There's no fall protection on the boots, but the quantum helmet gives you respiration and stuff like that, so that's cool. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to make the quantum suit. Now, the other issue that we have is that we can't update the pack. We've updated this pack as far as we can with the existing world. Now, we could start a new world, and that would be cool. But I think if I'm going to do that, I think I'm going to take a little break from this for right now. So, that being said, y'all, I think we've reached the end. I know there's other stuff that we could do, but this was the goal. The quantum suit was the goal, and we made it as far as we could make it with the quantum suit. So I think we've come to an end of all of Fabric 3. So tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about Fabric as a mod, as a group of mods and mod packs. Tell me what you think about the all of Fabric 3 pack. I loved it. Like, except for the fact that there were some glitches that became world-ending or world-altering, I loved this pack. I think that Fabric is an amazing resource. I think that it is very resource-friendly on computers, especially older computers that can't handle all of the new, updated, high-tech, resource-intensive stuff from Forge. Don't make any mistake. I still love my Forge mods too, but Fabric has come a long way. Fabric is going to be a force to contend with for some time to come, and I am super duper excited about that. One thing I am going to do, I haven't done it yet, but one thing I am going to do is we're going to look at a I'm just gonna go up here. We're gonna look at doing a little mod spotlight on this stuff right here. This stuff from Modern Industrialization. A couple of you have asked in the comment sections for me to put together a little explanation for this. So I think I'm going to do that for you, but I'm going to make sure that it is the only thing installed in the world, and I'm going to make sure that that we have all of the resources and that everything is updated 100% so that we get all the functionality out of it. I don't know that there's any conflicts with all of Fabric 3 and making that run at 100%, but I don't want to risk it for some kind of mod spotlight. But anyway, folks, that is sadly, but not so sadly, all of the stuff we can do in this pack. We know that AE2 works. We know that a lot of the mods that we've struggled with have been updated and that they are performing much better. 1.16 in modded is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I am here to tell you right now, because there are so many cool new game additions that have made 1.16 so popular that being able to integrate those into a modded world, I think that is just a wish or a dream come true for someone who loves to play modded. And then 1.17 is probably going to be even better. So anyway, folks, thank you so much for your love and support on this series. I do appreciate it very much. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. The likes and subscriptions help out oh so immensely when it comes to those pesky YouTube search results. The other thing that helps out a lot is comments, so make sure you leave your comments right down here in the comment section below, and we'll chat about it. Leave your tips, your tricks, your pointers, your attaboys, your what in the world were you thinking, all that good stuff, and we'll chat about it in kind. Don't forget to stop by our Discord server where we talk about all things life, all things gaming, and all things Minecraft. Once again, folks, thank you so much for your support on this series. It has meant a great deal to me. We have gained so many new subscribers through this Let's Play. I love you all very, very much. Thank you so much for your support. What's next on RB's agenda? Not entirely sure yet, but it might have. It's going to be something big. I can't wait to do it. And pay attention to the socials, and I'll keep you abreast as to what we're going to do next. But once again, folks, that is all the time I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we will catch you on the flip side. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.